So we're coming to the end now. So five essential things I really want you to take from today is generative AI creates new content, but it is new content that is based on patterns that are learned from previous existing data sets. Okay, but it is different from traditional AI. Some of the terminology is really important. Okay, things like context windows and tokens and prompts. These will help us to use AI effectively, efficiently, but also be on the same page when we're talking about these tools as we go forward. It's powerful but imperfect, so you need to always verify information, okay? And always remember that these things are biased and they hallucinate a lot. They make things up and they do it so confidently that they sound like they're right when they're actually wrong. So ethical use is crucial. You need to be transparent, you have to be responsible, and also you want to consider the implications of your AI use. What happens if things go wrong? What happens if you have completely bought into using ChatGPT and OpenAI go bust tomorrow? Okay, so there's loads of implications that we need to consider. And remember that it's just there to augment our capabilities. It's a tool really to enhance, to make us more productive. It's not there to replace us because we need human judgment and expertise. We may get to a place where these tools will replace us, but we're definitely not there yet. So some additional resources, we'll talk more about, specifically resources that are dedicated to Ireland. But we do have some free courses from larger companies like Google, Microsoft. We have OpenAI's documentation as well. So essentially user guides for these different tools. There are practical guides out there. Okay, there's loads of people who are creating these prompt engineering guides. You can look at this promptandguide.ai website, pretty good for learning prompt engineering. And then of course, your own institutional resources, okay, whether you're a public organization, a private organization, go and see, does your organization have any AI policies yet? And what are the guidelines if they do? One kind of big one that I would say is trying to join AI communities and follow blogs, because this is such a rapidly changing field, and to stay current you kind of have to have your ear to the ground, okay, because it is changing so much and changing so quickly that it definitely helps if you are aware of these changes. So yeah, all of these additional resources will help you on your journey, and by the time we get to the end of this course I will give you even more resources that will hopefully help you on your journey to adopting AI within your business. So some of the things that you can do now, before we go to the next session, you can create a free account on one of these generative AI platforms like ChatGPT or Gemini or Claude. Try asking it 3 to 5 different types of questions. Note what works well and what doesn't, and come and prepare or come to share your experiences. This is something that I'm going to try and collate a lot of people's different experiences with these tools, and the more and more that we go through this course, hopefully the more experiences we can collect. So the next session is going to be, if you want to take the operational side, you go for the GenAI tools, okay, but if you're going for the leadership stream, the next one is strategy and governance. Okay, and these are basically the two main streams that we're going to go with. Is people that are at the leadership level, managers and things like that, they will typically have a different point of view, different things that they need to worry about when working with generative AI. And then of course people down, at the cold face, the operational staff, they're going to have different things that they're going to need, different things they're going to need to be aware of. Okay, so whichever stream that you want to take, these are the options. So we go operational or leadership. Okay, that's pretty much it for the first session. Ran a wee bit over time, but thanks for listening, and any questions you can add them to the forum. Thank you.